Have you ever imagined what it would be like to travel to the world's most amazing places? What it's like to live as the locals do, to see the most famous sights in the world and see what you're capable of along the way? Then let your imagination come to life as a people-to-people student ambassador and get ready to explore the world in an unforgettable journey you'll brag about for years and where you'll make new friends for life from all around the globe. When you arrive overseas, you'll be met by two very important people who speak the local language, your delegation manager and your motor coach driver. Together, they cover everything you'll need while traveling, from hotels to restaurants and program activities. They help your teacher leaders to be focused on you and your extraordinary journey, finding that out-of-the-way place you'll talk about every time you get the chance. You will have the time of your life as a people-to-people student ambassador. Your adventure as an ambassador begins the minute you board your 12-hour flight. Get comfortable with in-flight movies and video games as you cross the international date line. Before you know it, you'll arrive in Auckland, New Zealand. Auckland is on the North Island of New Zealand. Picture yourself flying in over the bay, looking at hundreds of sailboats. Known as the City of Sails, 1/3 of the population owns a sailboat. Next, you'll travel through the lush farmlands of the Waikato region to Rotorua. Stand face to face with a real-life Maori warrior. Maori culture can be compared to the Polynesian culture. The marae is the focal point for the Maori people and traditional way of life. You and your delegation will be greeted with a traditional ceremonial challenge called the Pofiri. Imagine a fierce-looking tattooed Maori warrior shouting, shaking a spear, and making faces at you to try to scare you away. Don't worry though, he's just challenging you. If you pass the test by standing still, you and your tribe will be welcomed into the group. Enjoy an authentic Maori meal. Talk with your native hosts.
You've just partaken in what we call the pōhiri.
And stay the night in a Maori lodge. The Maori invite very few outsiders into their traditional way of life. As a student ambassador, for one day, you will live as a member of the Maori tribe. From Rotorua, travel through the central plateau of the North Island on to Wellington. Built on the hillside surrounding the Wellington Harbour, get a chance to explore Wellington, the picturesque capital of New Zealand. Wellington is a center for the arts and has many museums and art galleries. The city is also the entertainment capital of New Zealand. Break into groups and create your own studio show or produce your very own music with the help of a production team from Capital E Broadcasting. Learn about New Zealand's system of government when you visit Parliament buildings and enjoy a guided tour of the facility. Understand the balance established between the native Maori and European settlers. You'll gain new insights on world politics and the local government during an official briefing with a government representative. Discover how decisions that take place here affect other parts of the world. You'll have a new appreciation for the developing global economy. Be sure to have a question prepared. Time to get wet. Go for a ride on a Huka jet on Lake Waikato. The 360-degree spins are unforgettable, and so are the beautiful Huka Falls. Peter Jackson filmed The Lord of the Rings from this amazing area. Board the Inter-Island Ferry for your journey across Cook Strait and through the beautiful Queen Charlotte Sounds to Picton, located in the South Island. There's no better way to understand a culture than to experience its daily life firsthand. For a few days and nights, you'll be welcomed into the home of a local family. This exclusive people-to-people moment is your time to shine as an ambassador. Truly the heart of the people-to-people mission. During your stay, you'll enjoy meals together, share pictures and stories from home, learn about traditions and customs, and live life as a local. Travel along the coast to Christchurch, the Garden City. Visit Willowbank Wildlife Reserve and have the rare experience of viewing New Zealand's Kiwi national symbol, the kiwi bird, in its natural habitat. Enjoy dinner served amongst New Zealand's native flora and fauna. Join in the fun at the Christchurch Antarctic Center, a showcase for the unique international cooperation that exists in Antarctica today.
New Zealand is my second home.
You and your friends will have an amazing opportunity to talk with men and women who have lived and worked in the Antarctic.
Next to your skin, we will use the polyprop.
Game, stuff like that.
In fact, you'll join in a conference call with a scientist currently stationed at the South Pole.
Bye-bye!
As well as meet some of Antarctica's smallest inhabitants, the little blue penguin.
3, 2, 1.
Teamwork!
Your ambassador experience will go to the next level when you take part in the full-on adventure, and it will change your life forever. Created exclusively for people-to-people student ambassadors, Full On is an entire day of leadership training, teaching you to overcome your fears, strengthen your team building, and improve your confidence.
Here we go.
Use all of these new skills at the end of the day as you rappel off this dramatic cliff face. And by the way, it might be the most fun you'll ever have in your life. From Christchurch, hop aboard your flight to Australia. Say good day to Sydney, the largest city in Australia, and home to the Sydney Opera House. It's one of the world's most recognized buildings and famous performing arts centers. A people-to-people highlight, you and your delegation will enjoy a guided orientation of the majestic Sydney Opera House complex. And afterward, enjoy another view of the city from your Sydney Harbour cruise. If school is in session, you and your delegation will have a chance to go to class in a local Australian school. Learn how the education system works in a city on the opposite side of the world. Have you ever snowboarded? How about sandboarding? In Shoal Bay, test your bravery as you zoom down the sand dunes. Some are over 90 feet high. Learn about the management of sand dunes within a coastal environment. Cruise out into the bay and see some of the locals. The local bottlenose dolphins that call this area home and make it one of the best areas to view this amazing creature in their natural habitat. Now, catch a flight up the east coast of Australia to Cairns. This coastal cosmopolitan city is nestled in northern Queensland amid two of Australia's most treasured World Heritage destinations, the wet tropics rainforest and the Great Barrier Reef. Making an impact on the world community is an important part of being a student ambassador. Join your friends and meet some of Australia's Indigenous population. During this people-to-people moment, see and participate in Aboriginal dance, boomerang and spear throwing.
Right-handed or left-handed? Right-handed. Right-handed.
This is a full introduction to Aboriginal culture and history. Student ambassadors learn about Aboriginal traditions from Aborigines.
Okay, so you can jab and jab again. Bang.
Going to Australia would not be complete without a visit to the Reef, the Great Barrier Reef. Cruise out across pristine waters and see the largest coral reef system on the planet. Able to be seen from the moon, the Great Barrier Reef will provide you and your delegation with the world's richest environment for marine life. Jump in and snorkel the reef and see brightly colored tropical fish, giant clams, and different types of soft and hard coral. Glass-bottom boats are also available. You won't miss a thing. Think you'll have any questions? No problem. A marine biologist joins your exploration to explain anything from how coral are formed to the migration habits of sea turtles. Encounter Australia's unique fauna. Meet koalas, kangaroos, and wombats at a wildlife sanctuary. Have fun with marsupials. How about you have your photo taken with a koala? Your preparation as a student ambassador begins months in advance. We'll prepare you to understand the places you'll see and the people you'll meet, how to stay safe and organized, and to have the time of your life. Next summer, student ambassadors will see the most unforgettable places on the planet. They'll rappel off a castle wall, meet a native warrior, taste amazing new food, visit the places where lives were sacrificed and history was defined, all while being guided with 24-hour support, keeping you on time and safe. That student ambassador can be you. Your incredible journey begins when you complete your application, so the next step is yours. When you apply, you open the door to an adventure that will stay with you for the rest of your life. In your own way, you will be changing the world and your world forever.